Maybe she developed feelings, but we don't want to say. Either way, are you mad?
Even though you hurt, you just forgive, let go. The truth at the end always comes out, right?
The NBADIWE twins are also playing a very lovely political game.
Is it that you like her and you don't want any other guy to be with her? So Friday is actually a big day. We need to lay all our cards on the table and just address certain things.
Fairme David just informed Onyeka about a dream he had last night about her. So according to him, in this dream, a lot of people came and ganged against Onyeka, and he was the only one for her. He now told Onyeka, in case he's not here on Sunday, in case he leaves the house, that whenever something like this come up, don't try to defend yourself. Just keep calm and observe, because the people who know you, or the people who stand for you, know what you stand for and what you mean to them. That you are a good person, but that dream shows that a lot of people misunderstand you and might try to gang up against you. But whenever such scenario pops up, just observe. And Onyeka, was just nodding her head, saying thank you, and he now assured her to just know that he's always here for her. He even created a scenario by telling Onyeka that even Jesus Christ, with all his goodness, was still crucified. Meanwhile, on the other side of the lounge is Tjay, who was working on their Ouija task props, and he now asked Ozee that you and Onyeka, there's been this distance between you and Onyeka, what's going on? And Ozee answered him by saying, are you the therapist of the house or what? But well, that the whole triangle thing going, the whole narrative going on between being linked to Onyeka and Victoria came as a surprise to him. And what he had with Onyeka was a very genuine friendship. But then that it even hurts more that after the whole Ebuka revelation, he now began to get more narrative that was spread about him by the same person. So while they were talking, Anita now came in asking Tjay where she can help, and Ozee now told doctor, don't worry, I'll give you the full details later. Now let's go to the most hilarious diary session of the week, or rather should I say of the day. So the housemates had just a very quick individual diary session with their clown costume. And in case you're missing in action, so earlier this morning, Big Brother brought in costume in celebration of this week's team and told the housemaid that this week's team is already a serious task. So in order to spice it up and create add little fun to it, that a costume have been provided. They should wear theirs for every time a particular song comes up. They have to go into the garden, a part in the garden, and dance. So during Topher'S diary session, Big Brother asked him how he's feeling and then told him that it may seem as though he's beginning to make new friends. And Tofa agreed to that, saying yes, he's beginning to talk to Wani and Victoria, is getting closer to them. But this all started when Anita wasn't talking to him, so he decided to mingle more. But then that didn't even end well, because his madam, that's Anita, he kept referring to her as his madam, was like, oh, I saw you laughing, I saw you talking to Big Brother in return then asked Tofa, how are things with you and your madam currently? And he said everything is cool, but then he has decided to come out clean to Anita, that on Friday he wants to let all cards out, especially that of his age, that now he knows, how things are with him and Anita. He knows what he wants. That in fact, the whole problem not talking to one another now made him to understand what he wants for himself and with Anita. So moving forward, he wants to come out clean. Although he told Big Brother he knows it's not going to be an easy one. It's a tough thing. But he just wants to do it and clear everything off, know where they're heading to, that he doesn't want this whole we are just vibing where we girls, we know what outside holds for us. No, that on Friday they'll be having a conversation of where they are heading to, and then he will come clean regarding his age and all that. He said his only biggest fear right now is that when he comes clean, Anita might feel he has been lying all this while, like all the stuff he has been telling her, maybe he has been lying, but he just wants to do it and know that this one is off his chest. But Big Brother then asked him, Why wait to Friday? Why not do it now? And he said, well, he wants to do it over a food. And being that they are preparing for their wager task presentation, he doesn't want to have any conversation that will distract Anita or affect him or the whole house, because the both of them are playing major roles in this upcoming wager. He said he has truly learned his lesson, that you might be trying to save a situation and then wreck everything. So Big Brother asked Tofa, why did you even withhold such info in the first place? And he said coming into the house, he never wants to put a number to his age so that people will not start seeing him as a Gen Z, or we told some conversation experience with him, they'll be like, oh, you can't relate to this now, you are a Gen Z. And another thing is that Anita is a very smart girl. That Anita actually told him one time that, oh, I know you're younger, but then I won't go into that conversation. But later on, Anita started pushing out of pressure from the house to know his age. That last week could have been a better time for him to even reveal everything, tell Anita the whole truth, but he was just scared of, spoiling what they have between each other. He said he regrets not coming out clean from the very start, but he will do it this Friday. And then he started negotiating with Big Brother if they can have a dinner kind of thing. And Big Brother, started asking what he can give, just like their last conversation between him, Suj, and Big Brother about having a dinner date with the girls. And look at Tofa saying he will meet Sean so that he will have a conversation with Sean to give up 20% of their wager token. The house actually weighed 80% this week. And here is Tofa saying he will talk to Sean so that if at the end they win this wager, this week's wager, the 20% will go to Big Brother so that he can have a dinner. Well, let's see how that one goes. He said he will talk to Sean, although he doesn't know if it's possible. He will talk to him and then he will be willing to fight the housemates when it comes up. All this for love. Speaking of the pressure and whispers that made Anita to start pushing to know more about his age, Big Brother now asked Tofa, is that why you nominated Better? And Tofa said he's actually cool with Tjay, but you see that Ben is one of the problem he's having currently, that Ben is one of the reason all those problems are here. That even if Anita stopped talking to him tomorrow, he knows it's Ben. Ben must have whispered something to Anita. It's always Ben. He's not against you having a male bestie or you claiming you're a bestie. But imagine that Ben went and told Anita that he's part of his game plan, that all this ship thing is a strategy, that she's just a muse in his game. He said that really got him, because why will you be saying, oh, I'm a guy's guy, you're cool with all the guys, but beside at his back you're not telling a girl that you know that he loves that it's all schemes and strategy. That Ben is with Chizoba, but if eventually maybe you like Anita, why not just come clean instead of trying to stop or hurt whatever he has with Anita going on? So in summary, it's fine to say Tofa nominated Better because of the whole thing going on between Ben and Anita, although he said he's cool with Tjay. And speaking of Tjay in his diary session spoke about alliances in the house, people that are playing shady game, people that are using sheep as strategy, those that are playing a very political game. And he mentioned people like NELITA and MBADIWE twins. He said they're very political with this game, that they're in everybody's good book, and that's why they escape nominations, that nobody is remembering to nominate them, that you won't say, oh, you've seen them go against anyone, fight anybody. Even if they do, they still find a way to come back with the same people. That's very political. And talking about sheep, he mentioned Sean and Wani. Now back to Ozee and Tjay. So when Anita finally left and Ozee opened up, it's plenty. So Tjay told Ozee that this whole distance thing is beginning to affect Onyeka. That Onyeka told him that he tried talking to you, but you shunned it. And Ozee said no. that he gave Onyeka the chance to come and speak and open up. And what did Onyeka say? That he told Onyeka, step into my space. And Onyeka said, no, leave me. My heart is bleeding. Everyone is against me. That statement actually means that Onyeka is enjoying the whole drama from outside. That imagine Onyeka saying that he does not have a ship outside. That he only wants to run his brother's scripts. That you can imagine how childish she is. That if you're enjoying this drama, that he's not, that he's close to 40, everything is looking childish in his very eyes. That's okay now. Onyeka, you're the one that created the narrative between Victoria and I. You went to meet Victoria to say, oh, do you like Ozee? That, do you know what that means? You're trying to, maybe Victoria will not be feeling, oh, maybe this guy likes me, loves me, I want to come through Onyeka. And here you are again saying, oh, I want to remove myself. Remove yourself from what exactly? Well, Ozee said Onyeka will cause a problem and then pretend like she does not know what she's doing. Why will you always be in everyone's problem? Why will you be the one that will pour a gas on yourself and then start asking who poured gas on you? Speaking about Victoria, Ozee even said that Victoria already know him and his brother before this very show. That Victoria have met them when Victoria was working at Cubana and Quilox. So coming into the house, Victoria was even the first person he spoke to the very time they answered. But due to Victoria decided to take her time before being jovial and social again, now you're seeing us having a conversation and you think we just met here and you're already growing a narrative, not knowing we've known before now. Ozee said the summary is just that Onyeka caught feelings for him, but instead of standing on her 10 toes to admit that, she's trying to, deny that particular feelings. Because why would you say, oh, he does not have a ship outside, he wants to run his brother's script? What's that? What kind of childish attitude is that? Well, he said he has learnt his lesson, that he only means two things in this house. That if you must be close to someone, it means either you love the person or you don't love the person. No friendship, no in between, no genuine whatever. 4 days later, we are still on this very issue. Well, I blame Tjay for asking. But anyways, wahala no dey finish. I'll bring more from other housemates, brief diary session with Big Brother. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.